Hi everyone, you're with Crochet with Greta, and today in this tutorial we're going to make this very cute little frock. It's very fluffy as well. This is everything that we need for our frock. Green chenille, white with his belly and a little bit for his eyes. Going to need black for his mouth and pink if you like to add rosy cheeks. We're going to need toy stuffing. I'm going to work with 3.5mm hook. If you're using different hook, your size is going to be different. Needle, scissors, and I'm going to use 9mm plastic eyes. We are ready to start, and I'm going to start with green, and I'm going to do body and head. For the round one, I'm going to start with magic ring. And I'm going to do 6 single crochet into my magic ring. This is my magic ring. We're gonna have a lot of this. And now I'm going to do 6 single crochet into my magic ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this is round 1. We are ready to move on round 2. Before that, I'm going to get a little bit of different yarn, and I'm going to use as a stitch marker. Now we're going to move on round 2. For the round 2, we have increase a round, and end of this round we're going to have 12 stitches in total, and each stitch we're going to do increase is 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. 4, it's my third increase, and 4th increase. If you're working with Chenille yarn, you need to, if you're a beginner, you need to be really focused and counting your stitches as much as possible, because you cannot see much. We're ready to move on round 3. Round 3 we have single crochet increase. We're going to repeat 6 times in total, and end of this round we're going to have 18 stitches in total. I'm going to start with single crochet in my first stitch, increase in my second stitch, and I'm going to repeat this to the end. And end of this round I'm going to have 18 stitches. And one last single crochet and increase for this round. Have 18. I'm ready to move on round 4. On round 4 I have 2 single crochet increase. I'm going to repeat this 6 times in total, and end of this round I'm going to have 24 stitches at the end. I'm starting with 2 single crochet and increase. I'm going to repeat this 5 more times. Single crochet and single crochet, increase. Going to repeat this 3 more times. Single crochet, increase, and 2 more times. Single crochet, increase, and 1 more time. Single crochet, increase. Now I have finished my round 4, and I'm going to move on round 5, 6, and 7. For 3 rounds I'm going to do single crochet around, and I'm going to have 24 stitches end of each round. And remember, we're going to do single crochet around for 3 rounds in total, round 5, 6 and 7 with single crochet around. This is my round 5. I'm moving on round 6 and 7. I'm ready with my round 5, 6 and 7, and I'm going to move on round 8. For the round 8 I have 2 single crochet, decrease. We're going to repeat 6 times in total, and end of this round we're going to have 18 stitches in total, and we are starting with 2 single crochet and decrease in the next 2 stitches. Single crochet and decrease, single crochet and decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet and decrease. This is my round 8. Ready to move on round 9. Round 9 I have single crochet, decrease. I'm going to repeat 6 times in total, and end of this round I'm going to have 12 stitches in total. Starting with single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, and here's my last decrease. Before to move on my last round 10, I'm going to add some toy stuffing to my body and head. I'm ready to continue with my last round. Then is single crochet around. End of this round we're going to have 6 stitches in total. I'm going to do decreases to the ends. This is my last. I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing. Now I'm going to close this hole, and I'm going to move on my eyes. Just make sure that you're closing the hole properly. Oh no! And of course be more careful than I am. So now I just need to try to be lucky. Managing to yeah, just about. And now we have our little perfect bow. Now we're going to leave on the side and moving on our eyes. For the eyes, we're going to start with white, and we're going to start with a magic ring and six single crochet into magic ring. This is our round one. Into my magic ring, and I'm going to do 6 single crochet. 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I'm going to change to green. And I'm going to do single crochet, increase. I'm going to repeat 3 times in total, and end of this round I'm going to have 9 stitches in total. We're going with single crochet in the first stitch and increase in the second stitch. Going to repeat this 2 more times, and end of this round I'm going to have 9 stitches in total. And this is my last increase. For the round 3 I'm going to do single crochet around, and end of this round I'm going to have 9 stitches. I'm going to put my stitch marker because I'm working with green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Before to move on my last round, I'm going to cut the white. I'm going to do knots. Now I'm going to place my 9mm. I can place a different color. I'm going to make sure that I'm secure in the back. Now I'm ready to continue with my round 4. Round 4 is decrease around. And we need to make 2 eyes, of course. 1. Before fully closing the hole, we can add a little tiny bit of toy stuffing. But I'm going to add some of my green and that I have cut off before. Why we need to waste it, we can use it for a stuffing. This is my last. I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing and closing the hole. I'm going to close the hole. And if you can see, I'm bringing my yarn back here because later when I'm coming to sew my eye, my yarn to be ready for it. Now I'm off to make another eye, and I'll see you after that. I'm ready with my eyes. I have my body and head, and I'm going to sew my eyes to the body and the head, and I'm going to sew them between round 2 and 4. This is 1, have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I will start from here between, like, we don't need to be exactly. And you can see oh, look very funny and cute same time. And I'm going to start sewing them to my heads. My eye number 1 ready. I'm moving on my eye 2, and I'm going to repeat exactly the same for my eye 2. And my eye 2 is ready as well. Now I'm going to tidy them in the back, and I'm going to hide the yarn. I'm ready to move on my belly. And for my belly, I'm going to use white. I'm going to start with magic ring for my round 1, and I'm going to do 6 single crochet into our magic ring, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is my round 1. For the round 2, I'm going to use stitch mark, and I'm going to do single crochet around. And of this round 2, I'm going to have 12 stitches in total. Now starting with my first increase, second increase, fourth, fifth increase, and the last one, 6. This is round 2. We're ready for the round 3. The round 3, I have single crochet, increase. I'm going to repeat 6 times in total, and end of this round I'm going to have 18 stitches in total. Single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, and one more time, single crochet, increase. This is round 3, and that was our last round. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch to my next stitch, and I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing to our body. And this is our belly. Now we are ready to sew the belly to our body and head, and I'm going to do just right here. I'll leave a bit space here because here we are going to add the mouth, and just below our invisible mouth right now I'm going to do the belly, and now look to be in the middle of the body, and I'm just going to hold it tight to make sure got it on the right place. And this is our belly ready. Now I'm just going to do knots. I'll make sure the belly is not going to come off, and I'm going to hide the yarn in the back. This is our frock so far. It's almost ready, and here we are ready to do our mouth. I'm going to start from the back somewhere, and I'm going to judge with my eyes just to be somewhere in the middle between the eyes on around 2 and 3, between round this 1, 2 and 3, between round 2 and 3. And I'm going to do a little triangle, our mouth, and I'll come on the back. And this is our mouth. You could make possibly a little bit bigger. And going to hide this in the back here. Now if you add in the cheeks, I'm going to add them just below the eyes, and again starting in random hole in the back and just right below the eye to the end of our eye. This one, and I'm going to go over again and I'm going to repeat exactly the same as for my other sides. We're starting from the beginning and into my eye one, and I'll go over again. I'm going to hide the yarn in the back. And we have our very funny frock. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. You can subscribe to my channel. I'm Crochet with Greta, and see you next time.